Hey everybody, it's Troy here. This is going to be a little bit of a different video today for the simple fact that I've done a couple videos in the last couple days. I posted one on July 4th covering why we use Linux and why we love Linux and talking about freedoms and rights and things like that. And I got a very interesting comment that I wanted to go over with y'all today. So that's what we'll be doing today on eBuzz Central.
Before we start the video today, I just want to remind everybody, whether you're a supporter of the channel or a viewer of the channel, to zip on over to my Patreon page. You don't have to be a patron to take a look at this, but if you scroll down when you go to the page, there is a video down here called 10,000 Subscribers, Patrons Only. That is an awesome video. You need to watch it. I'm doing something really special for all of you that support me and for those of you who could become supporters in the future. So if you get a chance, when you get done watching this video, zip on over there. Like I said, scroll down to where it says 10,000 subscribers, and that's the video you want to watch. And while I have you all, I want to tell you thank you so much for helping me reach 10,000 subscribers. Never thought I would be here. You guys have done so much for this channel, and I look forward to continually providing content that you like and welcoming new viewers to my channel. Once again, thank you guys so much for helping me reach 10,000 subscribers. You really don't know what it means to me. So now let's get to the video.
So on July 4th, I did a video. And at the end of the video, I said this.
And if you're watching me and you're in the United States, happy 4th of July and Independence Day to you. Today means a lot here in this country. I wish it meant more. It just seems like every year more of our freedoms are taken away.
And I would think that those that watch my channel on a consistent basis would know that I never really bring politics into my channel. It's not a place for it. Politics are meant for elsewhere, not here, where we want to talk about our love of Linux, why we don't like Microsoft or Google, or whatever it may be in the tech world. But I put out that video. 2 or 3 days later, somebody had obviously watched it and in their mind made up a decision of what I was talking about. And I'm going to show you the comment right now. I'm going to bring it up. And here's what the comment says. 1210, seriously. That was the part of the video I just showed you all. Read the Constitution and tell me where that freaking right existed. Now, for those of you who don't know what he is speaking of here, the last couple weeks, the Supreme Court of the United States has overturned what's called Roe versus Wade. And if you're in the United States, you're probably really familiar with that. It was a decision made years ago, I want to say back in the early 70s, that gave women the right to have an abortion. Not trying to seem indifferent to what's being said or what's being done in my country. The government overturning it, I think, is a good thing. Basically what that says is it gives the states the rights to make those decisions. That's where it belongs, in the states' rights. But let's back up a little bit. That had nothing to do with the comment that I made at the end of my video. The comment that I made at the end of my video the other day concerned things such as geo-tracking, privacy when you're using your computer, being able to put whatever you want on your computer, getting rid of TPM or getting rid of Secure Boot or whatever that might be. You guys watch my channel, you know what I talk about. That had nothing to do with abortion. So let's go to the next part of the comment. It wasn't banned, it was given to the states as it should have been. Basically what I just said a while ago. It was given to the states where it should have been. Now, the last part of this is what really upset me, because he assumed that what I was speaking of was abortion, which it isn't. I was speaking of digital rights, freedom of using whatever operating system we want to use, privacy while we use that operating system, and maybe even pass down to our mobile devices, giving us more freedom in that arena as to not being tracked all the time or being targeted all the time, which we are. And those of you who use these devices and are not on Linux know this. And those of us that do use Linux, at least we grasp a little bit of that privacy we seek when we use Linux. Our mobile devices may not give us the same thing unless we've rooted them and put something like Lineage OS or something like that on them. So that's where we are there. Now let's get to the last part of the comment. I would have thought after February that you would be on the side of life. Unsub. So what he's bringing up here at the end of this comment is the death of my grandson, Landon. I think that was a very inappropriate place to put that, but it's a free country, at least here in the United States. And obviously with his stance on what he's talking about in this comment, he knows what's going on in the country, so obviously he lives here. This had nothing to do with anything other than digital rights or rights of using Linux or Windows or Mac or whatever you want to use. But bringing up the death of my grandson to try to prove a point in a comment that had absolutely nothing to do with the video I made, I'm glad you unsubbed. I want to tell everybody right now watching this video and every subscriber that I have, I value each and every one of you. I truly do. You make this channel what it is. You make this channel what it's going to be. But you should know by watching the content that I put out that I'm not speaking about anything political. I'm not speaking about anything that has to do with the government or religion. I won't go there. Those are for different places. They're not for here on this channel. And at the end of the day, with that kind of comment, and if you're going to assume, and everybody out there should know what assume means, it means you make an ass out of you and me. If you're going to assume the words that are coming out of my mouth have to do with some kind of political stance that you're standing on, got no room for you here. So at the end of the day, I'm glad you unsubbed, because I don't need that kind of environment in my community or in my channel's comments. If you disagree with anything that I've said, please drop it in the comments below. I'll read it, like it, I'll try to respond to it. But like I said the other day, with almost 11,200 subscribers, it's kind of hard to do. Back when I had 400 or 500, I could pretty much get to everybody. So let's just close this video out by saying this. I will never bring politics into my channel. I will never bring religion into my channel. And I will never bring anything that has to do with a world government into my channel unless it affects the people that are in my community. Then I might touch base on it. But other than that, it's not going to happen here. It's not going to happen here. I thank you guys so much for watching this video and bearing with me while I vent a little bit. And at the suggestion of one of my commenters the other day, roll Tide.
If you enjoyed today's video, you can become a member right here on YouTube, become a patron to the channel over on Patreon, buy us a coffee, or throw us a donation on PayPal. I would also like to thank today's video sponsors, producer Mislav Kralesa, Mitchell Valentino, VIP sponsors Matthew Gower, Antoine Wilk, all excess sponsors are Eugene Lee, Leonard McQueen, Mike DePaulis, and sponsors and members Nitrix, Cato Gosted, Chad Jones, and Keith Hefner. If you liked today's video, here's a couple more for you to take a look at. I generally cover Linux and open source. Sometimes I might do a little Windows bashing. Once again, thank you for watching my video, and I will see you in the next video.